Hello, hello,
Just
and
making sure.
Oh,
Sorry, it's seed one. Everybody knows it.
yep, I already got him.
Okay, bye.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Hoyt. Anyway, hello, and welcome to another round of First Two Worst, hot off of the last one. I will be your host once again, Dragon on your shirt, and today we are going to be running derçe versus KTU. Runners, when you're ready, go ahead and eat your hot dogs and start rolling your weapons. And KTU, it looks like you're a little bit ahead, so go ahead and roll them gats. All right, looks like KTU has found a weapon they like. Are
Uplink successful. Target system detected. Take it.
okay. And derçe getting the Sako, not bad, not bad. Alrighty, looks like both of our runners are all set and ready to go. So when you guys are ready, you are free to go do your thing. All right, and I'll go ahead and mute and deafen you. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right, both of our runners are off. Just let me do some quick volume regulating here. All right. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I have not seen KTU run in a hot... I think this is my first time commentating for K2U here, so I'm a little excited to see what they do. All right. Both of our runners just absolutely blazing through this hallway here. Love seeing some blazers. Ooh, and it looks like derçe is already stepping into their first hold. They just going fast. Looks like they're gonna take the top of garden here. Hey, I just like to point out, garden is the first and only place in Take and Hold where you can actually touch grass. All right, the stacks are up for derçe. All right, we got one. They got two. Oh wait, nope. There goes the second. Ooh. Slapping the third there. Ooh, they got a couple of statics underneath the bridge there. And there it goes. Not too bad, derçe. All right. derçe stepping out of their hold in the garden. Ooh, tripping one of the things, and it looks like KTO is doing a little shopping, getting the Defender 45. Looks like they're already going to get themselves some 45 ACP hollow points. Honestly, 45 hollow points just absolutely slap. Like if you want stopping power, ooh, that is some stopping power right there. I'll tell you what. Either way, derçe doing a little shopping. Ooh, did they just roll a... They rolled a melee weapon. Getting the Kirkry knife. That is... I think that's the first time I've seen someone roll a melee. Ooh, getting exploded on by the anchor sore. And in the meantime, KTU is now stepping into their first hold. Their turn to see what they can do in the garden. Ooh, KTU taking a shot there while hiding behind some cover. Ooh, that's gonna... All right, statics are up for KTU. There goes one. There goes two. Three, and the last two seem to be right underneath that balcony there. All right. Getting a quick reload, aligning their side up. Ooh, there's one more. There's one more hiding somewhere. I bet it's underneath that little bridge there. Yep, there it is. KTU locked in, and there it goes. Not too bad. I'm not, I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure who's coming out with the advantage. I think KTU was a bit faster, but on the flip side, derçe has also already foregone their stealth bonus. Ooh. derçe stepping into their second hold. Man, derçe is just flying. derçe is just, getting this done fast. Love to see that. All right. derçe locking it down. Catching that so-sig mid-reload over there. Oh, that was funny to see. All right. Sounds like the hardens are up for derçe. Ooh. And there goes the first. Looks like they had just a little bit of trouble with that first one. Got the second. All right. There goes the third. And there goes the fourth. Good job, derçe, taking out them hardens. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Both of our contestants, they're just flying and they're floating. They're like it's like they're a boat. derçe reading the map while they're waiting on the swarms. I mean, I guess the map is some sort of reading material if you're ever bored mid-hold. All right, the swarms are up for derçe. All right, ooh, already taking out the one under the bridge there, or underneath them stairs. All right. Just saw someone in that open room at the top of the ceiling. Mixed in with the pipes. Yep, right above them. All right, there goes the second. Ooh, slapping that wiener there. Ooh, hitting them with the Kirkry they got. I think that was the Kirkry. All right, running upstairs. Oop, there's that last one. I think it's mixed in with the pipes. Oh, wait, no. There it is. Taking a few extra shots to take it out. See if they can't get... Oh, nope. They're going to have to hot swap to something or make a quick reload. so-sig's really putting the pressure on them. And there goes the swarms for derçe. Ooh, the time on that is really going to hurt, but the fact that derçe made it through is still a good thing. And in the meantime, KTU has just stepped into their second hold, locking it down in Pipeworks. Hey, chat. Can someone tell me why they call this Pipeworks? All right, the hardens are up for KTU. You already got one, got two, and three. Ooh, where's that last one? Oh, it's right there. Oh, it wasn't the last. There's just one more hiding on KTU. All right, and there it goes. And it looks like in the meantime, KTU picked himself the Benelli 1014. Boneworks was taken. All right. You know, honestly, the Benelli 1014, I think, might be, in my opinion, just a little better than the 3-gun, just because of that pistol grip. But I feel like that's only for some people. All right, the swarms are up for KTU. Time to see what he can do. All right, got one, got two. All right. And that's it for the swarms for KTU. I definitely think, definitely feels like KTU has got the lead on this one, managing to take the encryptions out quicker and without getting hit. So the advantage is on KTU, but if derçe can at the least make it all the way through their run, that would still be impressive, considering that this particular hold, this particular seed is definitely a rough one, with the inclinator making a return in not the 3rd hold, but the 4th hold. So it's definitely going to be a rough one for. All right. And just like that, derçe has just stepped into their 3rd hold. Locking her down. Locking it down in the porridge storage. At least that's going to be my headcanon. My headcanon for storage is that all those cinder blocks are just free-dried porridge. All right, the hardens are up for derçe. All right, they got one, they got two. There's three. Ooh, Sosig's putting the pressure on derçe. And there it goes. Good job, derçe, taking out them hardens. Honestly, I think if derçe picks up the pace here, they might be able to close the gap on KTU.
Override token found.
All right. derçe taking out some of the Sosigs that dare to step into our porridge storage. That is our porridge. Nobody gets to have our porridge, especially no stinking hot dog. All right, the swarms are up for derçe. All right, so we got one. There's two. There's three, and there goes the swarms for derçe, and it looks like while that was going down, KTU has stepped into the porridge storage, ready to rumble and tumble with derçe. Right. And the hardens are up for KTU. All right, looks like KTU is taking a high point, immediately taking out 4 of them in quick succession there. Right, looks like KTU decided to get themselves a, I believe that is a Sega. And there goes the hardens for derçe. Yep. Or not derçe, KTU. The recursives are up for derçe. And it looks like derçe is running around. Ooh, gonna see some shotgun surgery here. All right. derçe just running around. Sosig's putting the pressure on. Oh, Derçe just took a shield dog. Oh no, we're getting some freezing. It looks like they took out at least one. All right, I think that's it for the third hold for Derçe. Yep, that is the third hold for Derçe. Now the ballpark is it's in KTU's ballpark, and it looks like they just got done with their swarms.
Advancing to next system layer.
Looking like KTU is deciding to be a shotgun main. Our shotgun messiah. Just making that Sega 12, just put that work in. Ooh, Derçe taking a few fly shots here. But that's okay. Both of our contestants have been taking shots. Both of them just being turned to Swiss cheese. If you guys think my food references and puns are ever going to end, they're not. All right, the recursive is up for KTU. Switching to the Defender 45 to deal with those little red blemishes. And that's the recursive for KTU. All right. Ooh. Sounds like Derçe is just being absolutely harassed by canker sores, sosigs, and everything, all while they're just trying to shop. All right. Looks like they're time to see what kind of weapons Derçe runs with. Looks like, ooh, are they gonna? Yep, going for some power-ups, getting an infinite ammo dog. Not too bad. The infinite ammo dog, the usefulness out of it can't be understated. Going for the 8-point assault rifles, getting the, looks like the Mark 12 SOT mod. Ooh, Derçe just freaking booking it out of there after the Spec Ops SOSIGs just start invading their little shopping spree. Oh no, Derçe taking some shots there, and it looks like KTU is about ready to step into their shop and do a little shopping themselves, I think. No, it looks like they're trying to find... Looks like KTU is a little lost here. Stepping back into garden. It's all good, though. Institution is an easy one to get lost in. Ooh, KTU consulting the map. Hey, we got some map usage. Hey, forget Tram. Let's see some map usage here. All right. Derçe about ready to step into their fourth hold in the Inclinator. And they're in it. They are locked in the Inclinator. Will they come out on top, or will they get bricked? You see, some people like to call it Inclinator. I like to call it the Brickinator. All right. All right, Derçe over there sprinting all the way down to the end, just bypassing all of the stealths. All right, they're shooting up. All right, taking cover behind that metal slab there. Ooh. All right. I know the stealths are up for them, and they're going to have to make some moves. derçe is going to have to make some moves, otherwise the Sosigs are going to bog him down. Yep, they're up there. Is derçe just going to let him go? Nope, they're sprinting back up. They're sprinting back up to the top. Just booking it. Moving fast. All right. Wait, did they just drag a Sosig with them? It looked like they were just slapping a Sosig on the way up there.
System hack on verge of failure.
It's okay. You can find him, derçe. I know you can. No, I think derçe is just going to stay on the defensive and let the stealths pass. I mean, it's an interesting strategy, but I don't know if it's one I'd vie for. See, I can see the stealths as they run down though. All right, there goes. They got one.
Advancing to next system layer.
Did they get him?
Analyzing system.
I don't know if they got him or if it just passed on him. But either way, derçe is still in their fourth hold. I might have to ask that question.
Polymorphic encryption detected.
All right, the polymorph is up for derçe. Time to see what they do. All right, derçe just sprinting all the way down to get themselves lined up. Careful with those lanes there. Woo, that was a close one. All right, they're up nice and close on that polymorph. Doing a little security there, keeping Sosigs off their back while they tack away at these blemishes, these zits. All right. derçe only got like maybe one more node, but the Sosigs, was that a squish? Oh no, that was a squish. Oh no, derçe. Oh no. Inclinator. It looks like the Inclinator is not done claiming lives. Oh no. Ooh, that is rough. Here, let me go ahead and see if I can't steal derçe's score real fast. All right, cool. So we got the score. Let me just go ahead and jot that down real fast. Everything's going to get a little dark for a second, but if y'all can bear with me. Let me just go ahead.
Override token found.
Yeah, let me just get that in. In the meantime, we'll just go ahead and we'll focus on KTU here, who's been doing a lot of shopping here. All right. And now, let me just jot that score in from derçe. All right, so we got 8, 4, 9, 50. All right, the score is in for derçe. Ooh, that is still plenty rough. Here, let me go ahead and do some stuff. I'll just go ahead and I'll just do some, let me do some quick OBS wizardry here, if you guys don't mind.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this position. Analyzing system.
There we go. All right, and it looks like KTU has just stepped into their fourth hold. Time to see how they do. It's honestly, this is all in KTU's ballpark here. If KTU can make it past the fourth hold, they pretty much win. So it's definitely their gain. Here, let me go ahead and talk to derçe real fast. In the meantime, I'll just go ahead and mute myself super fast.
Encryption neutralized. Advancing to next system lane. Analyzing system. Polymorphic inflection. Neutralizing.
And we're back. All right, and it looks like KTU is oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, that's right. Here, hold up. Don't worry, guys. There's a little bit of a stream blunder, but that's okay. I can fix her. All right, and it looks like KTU is working on their polymorph here, and they got it down. Not too bad, not too bad. It looks like KTU took a few shots.
Analyzing system.
Okay. KTU was taking a few shots there, but that's okay. Unfortunately, derçe did take a hit during the derçe did take a hit during their fourth hold, so unfortunately, they're not going to be able to make it. So this is essentially a victory lap for KTU. So we can still see if they get themselves a high score here. All right. So we have KTU. Looks like he's tacking away at his regen. Honestly, that's not too bad of a job. Switching over to his shotgun there, and there goes the regen. Not too shabby, KTU.
Data extracted. Advance to next system node and
KTU just doing a absolutely phenomenal job here. Getting himself a honestly, the fact he's been maining shotguns this long, I don't think. Well, he did roll himself a very similar weapon to derçe, getting a Mark 12 SOP mod. Not a bad roll, not a bad roll at all. All right. Looks like KTU. Oh, he touched the grass. KTU touched the grass. Hey, yo, watch out. We got ourselves a grass toucher here. All right. All right, time to see what final gats KTU decides to roll with. I'm assuming if I were him, I'd probably getting a anti-material rifle and rolling the Shy-Tac. I believe it's the M2000, M2000. It's the Intervention. All right, it's the sniper rifle from Modern Warfare 2. Definitely a fun gun to get. All right, looks like going for a shield dog here. I don't see any bullet boost or infinite ammo. I think I might see an infinite ammo dog in there past those magazines. But we know for a fact they got themselves a shield dog, which is definitely going to come in handy for the thing. Right, KTU just sprinting through the pipes. Right. And it looks like KTU is stepping into Spillway. Hey guys, can you tell me why it's called Spillway? Like, what are they spilling here? Is that, you know, it's gonna be, it's gonna be my headcanon that Spillway is all the diet soda that should have been spilt. All right, it's gotta be. Yeah, Nah, we reuse our hot dog water. We like to reuse hot dog water for our coffee water. Is it good? No, it's not good, but we reuse in this house. Either way, the cascading is up for KTU. All right. All right, they're tacking away at it. And there goes the cascading. Not too bad.
Advancing to next system layer. Analyzing system.
All right. Now it's time to see if the orthogonal is going to be nice to KTU or if it's going to give him the cold shoulder. For those who don't know, the orthogonal is known to be an absolute meaner. All right, the orthogonal is up. All right. Looks like they're switching to their Sega. Is it Sega or Saiga? All right. And it looks like the orthogonal is deciding to be very agreeable with KTU. Oh yeah, KTU just showing them all the little bits. And there it goes. That had to be the nicest orthogonal I've seen so far.
Next system lane. Analyzing system.
All right. I'm not sure. It almost kind of looked like KTU bought that last node there with the with the barrel of the of his rifle there, but I'm not sure. All right. KTU patiently waiting on that refractive. I'm curious to see what he does. It looks like KTU is choosing to take on the refractive with the shy tack. All right, all right, it's up. Yep, there's the shy tack. All right, there's one shot. Two shots. Three shots, and this should be the last. Yep, 4 shots with the shy tack intervention. Solid job, KTU. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. Here, let me just go ahead and snatch their score real quick. Oh, shit. Messed that up. Okay. Got their score. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to jot that in, and then I'll pull our contestant in. So let's see. Looks like we got ourselves a 850. Okay. All right. Well, derçe, I know you're in chat, so if you want, you're more than welcome to jump in if you like. If you don't have to if you don't want to, but that being said, let's go ahead and let's unmute KTU, and we'll break the news. Hey, how's it going, KTU?
It's a nice run.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
very solid run. So let me just go ahead and I will break the news to you. So unfortunately, your contestant derçe was taken out in their 4th hold in Inclinator, and they got themselves a score of 584,950. And derçe has also chosen to leave early. But that being said, with your score of 1,103,850 KTU, good news, you are moving on in the goulash. And derçe, assuming you're watching this, unfortunately, you have been eliminated. So congratulations, KTU and derçe. Well, I hope to see you next time, because both of you were doing a phenomenal job. Alright.
Thank you, Dragon. I win. Yes.
It's all good. Take your time.
Yeah.
But I guess yeah, that was a really good job. Can't wait to see you later down the line in the loser bracket. That being said, I honestly don't have too many questions. That was just a really phenomenal job. I do have to ask, were you how long were you planning on maining the did you think about maining the shotguns before you got the assault rifle, or were you just holding out before you can get the 8-point assault rifle?
ああ、ちょっと言えばいいんだろう。あー、yeah, I, I,
It's it's all good. If you want, you can type it out in Discord, and I can translate if you want.
あの、あ、typing, wait a minute.
It's okay. That being said, your competitor Durst, Durst wishes you luck, and they've said that you were really smooth with it. Like you did a really good job, especially on that orthogonal. Here, I'll go ahead and I will do a thing. Let's see. It's all good. If you want, like, I think you get the gist of what everyone's saying. You did a good job, phenomenal run. You're moving on. If you want, we can close this down earlier if you have things you like to do. Okay. Here, I'll just go ahead and I'll type you the. Let's see. Let's see. I was asking if you were planning to main the shotguns or waiting to get the 8-point AR. It's okay. We got time. Are you still there? KTU?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was typing.
It's okay. It's okay. Take your time.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, I got it. I was waiting to get the 8-point ARs. Using the AR with a drum magazine is more fun than using shotguns. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shotguns are kind of a pain to get used to, especially with the low capacity. Go ahead and here, let me. All right. We'll go ahead and we'll just we'll bring this to a close real quick. But we'll give KTU here a chance to. We'll give you a chance to give us your final words, and then we'll close it out.
I typing. Can you wait a minute?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Don't worry.
There we go. Oh, because I was still
What's up?
Discord. I hear you need a hand with
Oh,
mission.
it's yeah. Just a real quick like get if he has any final words for the chat. We're pretty much just about done here. See. Oh, hold up. Got it right. I think.
Oh my god, what do you mean you locked me out of my
Weird.
pre-roll ads?
Pre-roll ads.
Piece of crap website.
I finished typing.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. I'll have a look at that. See. All right. Thank you so much for waiting until the end. I'm sorry for taking up extra time since I can't speak English well. I'd be happy if you watched the next match too. And big thank you to all the First to Worst staff as well. Well, that's very appreciated. Omega, can you tell him that we're happy to have him here and love watching him do his run and everything.
参加してくれて、誠にありがとうございまして、ランを見てて、すごく楽しかった。
はい。こちらこそ、本当にありがとうございました。
All right.
Yeah,
and
same here. Thank you very much.
all right, and quick little thing, let them know that it's okay to take up extra time. We have time. There's absolutely nothing to worry about there.
全然時間が余裕なんで。
はい。
Okay. Well, I guess with that all being said, we are ready to close this out. To everyone who's still watching, stay hydrated, keep practicing, and we will see you all in the next First to Worst. Take care.